Evening all, Gary from Gaz the K. This is my completed video for the 2016 Tom Daniel group build, hosted by Chris Cortell at Classic Plastic and Dirt Pit. So thanks to those two guys for hosting it this year, as they always do, as they hosted it last year. This is the first year for me. First time I've ever built a Tom Daniel kit. And I've got to be honest, as you can see in the background, I chose the Paddy Wagon, if you've been following along, and I actually really enjoyed doing this kit. I had a lot of fun. It turned out really nice. I love the figures that you get with the kit. And yeah, I've gone for pretty much, say box stock. I haven't sort of deviated off of the box art, maybe gone a little bit of a darker blue. It's like a very deep royal blue, if you like. But yeah, I mean, it turned out really well. I'm really happy with it. The only issues I had were with the decals, whatever you want to call them. I call them decals. They're a pain in the ass to put on, especially on the sides. These are all individual lines, line decals, and I had some real issues with these actually scrunching up. I put them on and they just sort of fizzled up and caused a bit of an issue. I did use an awful lot of microsol to get them to settle down, and they look okay. This side, which is a bit annoying, this side where you got to display it obviously for the figures is a little bit worse than the other side, which turned out a lot better. But that's just called sod's law. So yeah, I mean, basically, like I said, all the chrome is the kit chrome. The engine, the only thing I've done extra to the motor is I've painted the headers Tamiya chrome, and I've painted the air scoops dark blue. They come in dark blue plastic anyway from the kit, but I painted them dark blue and it actually matched the body pretty well. Scuffed up the tyres a little bit. Can show a bit of wear. The chassis, I didn't really go overboard on this at all. In fact, you can probably see now there's injector pin marks and everything there. To be honest, when I first started building this, I thought I'd just throw it together and thought, yeah, well, whatever. But the more I got into it, the better I wanted it to look. But by that time, I'd already painted the body, and so we've got injector pin marks on the bottom. But I don't really give a shit about that, because who looks at the bottom of a model, and it's not going to be put on a contest table anyway. So. But the figures are great. I did take Chris's advice, Chris Cortell's advice, and put old, I don't know what he's called, Paddy, I don't know, whatever he's called. I did put him in the cab first before I put the body on, because he's a tight fit. He needs to lose a bit of timber. But yeah, I think it looks great. I'm really happy with it. The interior is not going to show very well, obviously, because of the light, but I've got some photos at the end of this. The panel inside I've done like a sort of dark red colour, which contrasts quite nicely, I think, with the dark blue body. The bench and the wood seat that he is sitting on in the cab, again, is painted to give me a wood grain effect. So yeah, I'm really happy with this kit. It turned out really nice for a little sort of I'd say I've never done a Tom Daniel's kit before in my life, not even when I was a kid. I know thousands of you have, but I think they weren't that popular in the UK, perhaps back in the 60s and 70s. Perhaps you couldn't get them so easy, I'm not sure. But yeah, I enjoyed this one. So bring on next year. I've already got a couple of ideas of what kit I want to do next year. It certainly won't be the last Tom Daniel's kit that I build. Yeah, that's about all I've got to say on this one, really. So that's another one done. Pretty much wrapped up this year for me now, for the on the building side of things. I'll probably put another update video up, perhaps sometimes in December. I am working on a 66 Mustang, I think this is GT350H, which may get done, might not, depends what I'm feeling like. I've done a lot of models this year for me. I've done 14 kits, which is a bit of a record for me, to be fair, because I'm normally a pretty slow builder, but I've knocked out a few this year. So yeah, I'm pleased with where it's all come out. So I'm really enjoying all the other guys, you know, your Tom Daniel builds, and some great looking kits and models out there. So oh, just one last thing. If you follow me on Facebook, and I'm a member of a few groups on Facebook, you would have seen this some photographs of this kit, or of my build, I should say. I was being a bit cheeky, and I thought I would put it on Tom Daniel's page. He's as a lot of you, we've added him as a friend, and I put a picture on there, and Tom actually replied personally and said to me, "It's a great build, Gary." So that really made my day, to get the actual kit designer to actually give me a compliment on it. So I must have done a pretty good job on it. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it at that. So there we go, 2016 Tom Daniel build done, and I hope you like it. I look forward to reading and replying to your comments, and if you subscribed along the way, thanks for subscribing, and I will speak to you all soon. Goodbye for now.